Some people walk into court thinking their story is bulletproof, but the moment they start talking, the truth falls apart. These 5 parents learn that the hard way. Judge Vonda B never forgets a word.
All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge's case number JVB 2004, Doug case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Doug, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Judge. Well, I'm bringing Tim to court today because he's not taking care of his children, his responsibility, and I need help. So I'm requesting for child support.
All right,
guys. This case starts like a lot of child support battles do. One parent saying they're carrying everything, and the other insisting they've been helping all along. 3 kids, daycare bills stacking up, and accusations flying about money being spent in clubs instead of on the children. But the real question is simple. When the evidence finally comes out, who's telling the truth and who's just capping?
Okay, and that's for all 3 children?
That's for all 3 children.
Okay. All right. And I'm assuming you know that Tim has money somewhere. You know he can pay for it?
Oh, Judge, he has money.
Okay.
Yes, he has money. He's in the club every weekend throwing, I have receipts.
Okay, what kind of receipts do you have?
Screenshots from Facebook, Instagram. I mean, I'm blocked, but I have family members that follow him.
Just telling all your business.
First off, that's cap.
What? Excuse me?
I'm sorry. Look, I'm just saying.
No, what did you say?
That's
a cap.
That's cap, yeah.
She doesn't have on the cap.
Cap means that's lying.
The judge starts digging into the details because not taking care of the kids can mean a lot of things legally. Is it about money, time, transportation? Here we learn the mother is paying $200 every week just to get the kids picked up from daycare and school. That adds up fast. In family court, those everyday costs matter because they help determine whether one parent is carrying an unfair financial burden.
So is it fake money that you're throwing to him?
No, it's fake what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well,
we'll get to Tim. Tim, we'll get to you in just a minute so I can hear about all this capping that she's over here doing, okay?
Let me step back.
Okay. All right. Now, I mean, he said it's cap. He said you are not telling the truth. Is that true?
He's being untruthful.
Okay. Is that a screenshot you have right there?
Yes,
Looks
ma'am.
like. Okay.
It's a screenshot, several screenshots of him in the club. The strip club, might I add.
Okay.
Throwing money on the stages.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. Stacks. Chain.
Now things start getting interesting. The mother claims the father has money, and not just a little. According to her, he's out in clubs every weekend throwing cash around while she's struggling with childcare expenses. Screenshots from social media suddenly enter the conversation. And believe it or not, posts like that can actually become evidence in family court. The question now becomes, are those pictures proof or just appearances?
Everything, Judge.
So give me the backstory of this relationship. Like, you all just did not wake up one day and decided that you can't get along, and you're saying he doesn't financially support the kids. How did we get here?
Well, Judge, I should have known better.
What do you mean?
I met him at the club.
Oh, okay. So the same club that he's throwing
correct.
the money at, you were there too?
I was at the, yes.
Was he throwing the money at you?
No, I was just there as a patron, yes.
Mr. Tim.
You know I spent about $2,000 on her that night.
Okay, well, we'll get to you in just a minute so we can hear about
Tim.
this throwing of money.
Well,
Miss Doug, pay attention to me.
Well, Judge,
now you were in the club as a patron.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
say as a patron.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And he was appealing to me. He had, he was suave. So he approached me and we exchanged numbers.
Okay.
And then the next day we went out for breakfast, and from there we just were inseparable until he started back clubbing.
The moment the word cap enters the courtroom, you can feel the tone shift. It's slang for lying, and the judge quickly catches on. But here's the thing about family court. Calling someone a liar isn't enough. What matters is proof. Screenshots, bank records, payments, anything that shows who's actually supporting the children. Without that, it becomes one person's word against another's.
Said she was capping. Let's talk about that.
Big cap.
So is she capping about you all's relationship, you all meeting In the club, she said she was a patron, but you said you spent like $2,000 on her. I mean...
No, what part she's capping about is me not taking care of the kids.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer. I take care of mine.
Now, define what you mean by taking care of your children, because she just said that she's paying someone $200 a week to transport your kids and pick them up and take them to daycare in different schools. So is that true? Like, are you not helping with that?
No, I help with that too.
All right.
That's cap as well.
Then we get the backstory, and it honestly explains a lot. The parents met in a club, the relationship moved fast, and 3 children came along during an on and off relationship. Situations like this show up in court more often than people realize. The romance fades, the responsibilities grow, and suddenly the legal system has to step in to figure out what fairness looks like for the kids involved.
Good point, Mr. Hall.
I gave her $10K, right?
10K as in 10,000?
10K and 10,000.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
All right. Hold on one second. Miss Doug, did he give you $10,000?
That would be a lie.
Okay.
A whole lie.
That's cap.
So-
How's that cap? I got the statements. I got the receipts.
All right. What you bring with you today?
I don't got it on me, but you know what I'm saying? But
You knew you were coming to court for child support, right?
correct.
All right.
He thought his looks was gonna help, Judge.
But who is he trying to appeal to?
That's you.
I'm not interested, Mr. Hall. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're not a bad-looking guy, okay?
Appreciate that. Thank you.
But I'm not interested. We're not.
Now the father finally gets his chance to speak, and he makes a huge claim. According to him, he's been giving $10,000 a month in support. If that were true, it would completely change this case. But family courts run on documentation. Payments that large should leave a trail. Bank transfers, receipts, something. And right now, the judge is waiting to see if he can prove it.
Or anything to confirm it.
It's not looking real good, is it?
It's not. What do you do for a living?
I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper? Okay. And how much money do you make?
I make about like 200,000, but it's like that's whenever taxes and everything is deducted. She on my neck about payments and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I get about at least 30,000, you know what I'm saying, to myself that I can use for myself and what I want.
And here's where the tension really builds. The father says he gave tens of thousands of dollars, but admits he didn't bring a single receipt to court, no bank statements, no transfer records, nothing. In legal terms, that's a major problem because testimony alone isn't always enough. Judges rely on evidence, and without it, even big claims can start to fall apart very quickly.
I may look young, but I wasn't born yesterday, okay?
Okay.
Do not come in here and waste my time.
I ain't with you.
You and I both know that I have heard that song and dance over and over again, where people come in here and say they make all of this money, but the moment they realize they're more than likely, or if there's a possibility they could be placed on child support, they try to diminish it and say, oh, I don't make this much, but it really is that much. You follow me?
I'm following you, but then you gotta understand too, I got a rap career.
All right.
So I put a lot into that, so that way I can feed mine. Don't do that. Don't do that. We trying to put on a good show for these people.
Well, no, you don't. That's the thing. You don't have to put on a show for anybody. I don't need you capping right now, okay? That's what you said, right? That's what you said she was doing. So I don't need you to do that to me. I need you to be honest with me, because you paying child support is going to be based on the...
Now we learn something new. The father says he's a rapper making around $200,000 a year. That number instantly changes how child support calculations work. Courts often base support on income, not lifestyle. But when someone claims high earnings yet also says they're struggling to pay support, judges start paying very close attention to whether those numbers truly add up.
You said you're giving her all of this money, $10,000 for 7 to 8 months. That's between $70,000 and $80,000 roughly, right?
Right. That's a lot.
It would be enough. However, testimonial evidence is evidence, and she's saying she didn't receive it. You're not showing anything that would suggest you gave it to her. So
it's giving cap right now?
That's what you said.
It's giving lies.
It's giving lies.
Yeah.
What is given is insufficient evidence. That's what it's given, okay? So, I mean, without anything showing that you've actually given her this money, I can only go off of your word. And you said you made $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
So is that true or is that not true?
That's true.
Okay.
So like, the rapping, that's where it goes to. That's where the majority of it goes to, for sure.
This is one of those moments where the judge's experience really shows. She explains something courts see all the time. People boasting about income until child support enters the conversation. Suddenly, the numbers shrink. But the law doesn't work that way. Once income is admitted in court, it becomes part of the official calculation, and walking that statement back isn't easy.
Right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to base your child support off of that $200,000 a year per your testimony. So under Texas law, it's capped. Okay. So I can't place you on child support based on $200,000 a year per se, because your child support will be a lot. So it will be capped, which will make your net resources $9,896.72. And you said there are 3 children. Do you children outside of those 3?
Not that I know of.
Okay, I'm going to move right along. All right. So health insurance, she says that she pays $250 a month for all 3 children. Do you have access to health insurance that will be cheaper than that?
Yeah.
Or can you get health insurance on the children? Because if not, you're going to reimburse her that $250.
So run this to me, Judge. How much am I looking to be paying per month?
Now the judge breaks down the real issue, evidence. The father says he paid $70,000 to $80,000 over several months, but there's nothing to support that claim. No documents, no financial records. In court, that leaves the judge with only one option: rely on the income he admitted under oath. And that decision is about to determine exactly how much support he'll owe.
What we will do, instead of you paying her $250 a month for reimbursement, I'll give you credit of $100.
Oh, okay.
But you have to enroll the children in health insurance within the next 30 days. If you don't do it within the next 30 days and she comes back, you'll be paying her the $250 reimbursement.
We'll be back, Judge.
No,
Okay.
we'll be back.
Well, that has nothing to do with me. All right. So your child support amount will remain at the $2,969. Of course, like I said, that's depending on you getting the health insurance. If not, that number will go up.
Okay.
Okay?
We probably gonna see you again.
Okay. You're gonna see me again because you're gonna do what I'm suggesting, right?
That's kept.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Hall, is there anything else? Mr. Hall, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Doug, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you both.
Here comes the ruling. Using the father's own statement that he earns $200,000 a year, the judge calculates child support under Texas law. Because there are 3 children involved, the monthly support ends up around $2,969. It's a significant payment, but still far less than the $10,000 he claimed he was already giving. Ironically, his own story just proved the judge's point.
Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge's case number JVB1070, Flask case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. I know when I said I'll see you soon, I didn't know it was going to be today.
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Flask, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, good morning, Your Honor.
All right, guys, this one starts with a mother walking back into court after years saying $100 a month is nowhere near enough anymore. Her son is older, expenses are rising, and the father's social media is making things look even worse. Because when one parent says they're struggling while the other is posting trips, jewelry, and a whole new life online, you already know this is about to get messy fast.
I've been doing a lot of social media stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, let me have some more money because my baby needs it. He's older, we're doing a lot more, and my baby's the first one.
Okay. All right. How much child support is he paying right now?
Well, my son is 13 years ago, so it's only at $100 a month.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. And you said he's 13 now.
Yes.
How old was your son when he was placed on child support?
It was like months after the baby was born. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as it popped out, child support.
Oh, you ain't even give him a chance?
No, he was doing stuff while I was pregnant with my baby. So yeah, I already knew in my mind, Social Security number, sign me up.
What kind of stuff was he doing?
just with so many women, and it's just like, it was just too overwhelming. I was pregnant. I was having complications.
The judge immediately focuses on the key legal issue here. Has there been a real change in circumstances since the original support order? That matters because child support usually doesn't go up just because someone asks for more. But if the child is older, costs have grown, and the paying parent now appears to be earning or spending more, the court can absolutely revisit the numbers. So right now, the mother is trying to prove exactly that.
My pregnancy, and he just out in the streets.
Okay.
Still out in the streets.
Okay. What kind of stuff is he posting on social media that makes you think he has more money?
Oh, he's living his best life, okay?
How good is he living?
Oh,
What he
he's
doing?
living good. He's going on trips after trips. He's flashing money. And he just recently flashed a little ring, I guess.
Now the social media evidence enters the room, and that changes the tone instantly. Trips, money flashing, an engagement ring, a new fiancé, all of that may not prove exact income by itself, but it can raise serious questions about lifestyle versus support. And emotionally, you can hear the resentment underneath it all. This is no longer just about old paperwork. It's about whether the father built a better life for everyone, except his first child.
This is your fiance that's back here?
Yeah.
Oh, he been to court already with the other baby mama, huh?
Well, you know, not to put his business out there or anything, but he's...
Oh, we coming for you.
Okay, well, you all coming for him has nothing to do with me.
I'm sorry.
Now, this is your fiance back here?
Yes.
Oh, okay, this is the lady that you all work together.
Yeah, yes.
You, her, and the other child's mom.
We work at the school.
Oh, okay, I got it now. I got it, okay. Do you all get along?
I don't like none of them. Him, her, the other one, none of them.
I don't have an issue with anybody, Your Honor.
Okay, so...
I'm happy.
This is where the courtroom tension starts boiling over. The judge has to calm the mother down and remind her of something family court says all the time. This is not about jealousy, pride, or who moved on first. It's about the child. That correction matters because the second a parent sounds more focused on personal drama than the child's actual needs, their credibility takes a hit. And you can already feel the judge watching that very closely.
So you're not going to be making any loud outbursts or doing anything like that?
No,
Okay,
I'm
and
cool.
you understand that's not going to be tolerated, right?
I'm cool. I'm
Okay. Okay, all right. So as long as everybody has an understanding, we're good.
I'm okay.
Okay, all right.
I just need my money.
All right. So you need the money for your son, right?
Yes.
Okay. So is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
I just want him to stop bashing me about what I do, because in the absence of him, I have to get out there and get it, you know? I have to do what I have to do because he's not taking care of our son. I have to do it. My son wants to play. Oh, look at them. My
Excuse
son,
me. Hold on one second, Miss Flash.
This is
Excuse
too
me.
much.
I used to be for the streets.
Excuse me. Is there something you wanted to address with the court? I see you trying to help him. Ma'am, that's not nice. You know exactly who she is.
is she?
That is his fiance.
Not for long. He go through.
Listen, that's not nice. And you just heard me talk about having my bailiff remove her if she act out, right?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I need to get my money. I'm so sorry.
Okay, and it's not your money. It's your son's money.
Yes, son's money. Son's
Okay.
money. I need to get my son's money, Your Honor.
All right. Well, in order for me to help you do that, you can't be, making
Okay.
outbursts.
Here, the mother tries to bring the case back to daily reality. Extra jobs, exhaustion, future school costs, sports, clothes, all the things that get more expensive as kids get older. That part is important because courts do understand that a 13-year-old does not cost the same as a newborn. But the challenge is this: she has to show the court real need, not just frustration. And that difference is going to matter a lot later.
Is there anything else that you wanted me to know before I move over to him?
Did you get the fact of him, you know, me, I have to do everything. I have to do everything.
When you say everything, what do you mean by that?
I have to work all these extra jobs, and at nighttime I have to go out and do jobs and stuff, and it's just, I'm tired. My son is older. He's going to be going to high school pretty soon. You know, he wants to be fresh. He wants the latest, you know, clothes and things. He's going to be in football and all the things, like football, basketball. He does all of that. And I'm paying for everything.
And you just want dad to help out?
I want my son's money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. I understand. Okay, excuse me. This will be the last time I say it. If I have to say it again, ma'am.
And then the father speaks and immediately makes himself look worse. He says he takes care of his son, but then starts talking about diapers and Pampers for a 13-year-old. That's not just a bad answer. It tells the judge he may be deeply disconnected from his child's actual life. In family court, involvement matters. And when a parent can't even speak accurately about the child's age or needs, that can damage their whole position in seconds.
You taking care of your 13-year-old son?
First of all, I do take care of my 13-year-old son. The other day, I just took the wombats and Pampers over there for him.
You took what?
Some diapers.
He's 13.
Never
How
mind.
involved are you in this child's life?
I would be more involved in the child's life if the wombat wouldn't act like she do.
What does that mean?
I don't never see him.
You don't ever, well, obviously that's clearly you just said you put him in diapers.
I don't never.
Are you getting him mixed up with your other kids?
I don't never see him.
He moved away.
And I did move. I moved a couple minutes, about 45 minutes away.
You went to go be with the other kids. That's what you did. I got the first baby.
Okay, and you act like...
Now the judge starts comparing his priorities, and this is one of the strongest moments in the case. He lives closer to his other children, just bought a $5,500 engagement ring, and still seems confused about why the mother wants more than $100 a month. That contrast is devastating, because legally this is about support, but emotionally it becomes something else. What message are you sending when you invest more in appearances than in your own son?
Away from your son?
It's really in the middle.
How close are you to your other kids again?
About 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, so you don't really visit with your 13-year-old then?
He ain't never at the house.
All right, and you just got engaged. How much was that ring you just bought your fiance?
About
How much?
$5,500.
$5,500?
But you can't look, y'all going on social media just because you see, and trips. Right now, the way thing is, you can go to Miami for $79.
Okay, and you're proud of going to Miami for $79, spending $5,500 on an engagement ring, and you do not even know that your 13-year-old son is not in diapers.
Man.
I need you to help.
Then the case takes a sharp turn. The father attacks the mother's lifestyle, and suddenly the judge is dealing with both hypocrisy and moral blame from both sides. But here's the legal truth. Family court does not exist to crown the better person. It exists to decide support based on the child's needs and the parent's financial reality. Still, when both sides start exposing each other, the judge begins asking a deeper question. Who here is actually being honest?
What does her family have to do with this?
My family helped
My
out.
mother always bashing me. She always bashing me. Telling her son that I'm for the streets. I'm not for the streets no more. I'm engaged now.
Okay, he's engaged now. He's not for the streets
He is
anymore.
for the streets, Your Honor. When I tell you he's not going to be with her for long.
How do you know?
I know him. I know him. He's
How
not
long were
gonna
you
be-
all together?
We was together like 6 months.
See that put me on trial for right
But I
there.
left. I left because I realized that he was for the streets. How am I big and pregnant and he got so many ladies? Like, I
How
had
can
to
I be with
go.
somebody that got an OnlyFans?
Oh, okay. You know what?
No, you didn't.
That's how
Is he
I-
telling the truth though, ma'am?
That's nobody's business. I said I
But I'm
have
for
to
the streets.
hustle. I have to do things to make money because he's not taking care of our son.
Right, but how can you sit there and say he's for the streets and you have a page like that? I don't think you can blast him when you...
It's not the
Mother makes a mistake that changes the momentum. She starts talking about football, basketball, future expenses, and then adds karate on top. That's where the judge senses this may be turning from a support increase request into a shopping list. Courts will consider genuine child-related costs, but they do not like exaggeration, stacking optional activities, or vague numbers used to inflate a payment request. This is the exact moment where the mother starts losing the room.
type of lifestyle that I have to keep up.
Who is we?
Me and my son.
Yeah, but you said he's going to start football and basketball. He's not in it right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know I looked up the prices and stuff, and I know how much money I gotta get.
Okay, so how much is it going to cost for football?
The football is $200.
Okay.
Plus all the equipment and stuff, so it's probably gonna be like $500.
Okay.
For one, the team provides the equipment, the shoes.
No, they do
Sir,
not.
sir, let me
You
ask
don't
you a
even know the
question.
team.
How much money is it that you make?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Excuse me? Does she work for you?
No, we always.
Because it seems like I need to be talking to her because you cannot focus. She knows more about everything going on with this case than you do.
The judge now lays out the law very clearly. If there has been a material and substantial change, the court can increase support. And honestly, the father is not helping himself here. He admits he makes around $8,000 a month, and that $100 was based on a much earlier time in his life. So for a moment, it looks like the mother is about to win. But court is not just about proving the other side is weak. You still have to prove your own case cleanly.
You are currently paying, and she has a right to ask for an increase if there has been a material and substantial change. And it sounds like it has, because if you've only been paying $100 in 13 years, and you don't even visit with your son like you should, then you probably should be paying more in child support if it increases her expenses. You'd agree with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much is it that you make?
How we talking about weekly, yearly? Because I really get paid by the month.
All right. How much you make a month?
So I get paid around what?
How much?
About $8,000 a month.
$8,000 a month, and you don't give your son any money.
$100. That's not. I give
$100, and you think $100? You think $100 is sufficient?
It was at the time. I made it.
This is the collapse. Instead of staying focused on what the child clearly needs, the mother keeps expanding the ask. Football, equipment, basketball, karate, more and more. To the judge, it starts sounding less like necessity and more like leverage. And once a judge believes someone is playing games with the process, patience disappears fast. That's the risk in family court. Even if the other parent deserves criticism, overreaching can destroy your own credibility.
A month, you have 3 kids total. Okay. And you said $200 for football?
I said 500.
No, you said $200 for football.
And then I have to buy equipment, so I need 500.
Okay, so is what you need or what you looked up?
Son needs 500.
500. What about basketball?
Basketball probably about 300.
Okay. So that's $800, right?
Yes. I think I'm gonna put him in karate too.
She going too far, Nate.
You know what? You just came here to waste my time. So
I just want my son to be in everything. I just want him to be
It sounds like you want to tell me you want to put him in everything so you can get more money off of this man. And I'm sorry, I'm not here to play in your little petty games.
Sure,
and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So you know what I'm going to do? Since you came here to waste my time, I'm going to make sure I don't waste any more of yours. I'm denying your request and dismissing this case.
Really?
Really, I am. Mm-hmm.
I can't believe this.
Well, I can't believe you came in here to play these games.
My son needs some money.
No, it sounds like you want the money, ma'am. Is there anything further?
You know what? I'm over it.
Okay.
I'm making my
Well,
money.
I'm over it too. Did you need anything else,
Oh
sir?
no, thank you very much.
You're very
Just like that, the whole case flips. The father came off careless, uninvolved, and disconnected. But in the end, the mother lost because the judge believed she pushed too far and turned a real issue into a petty money grab. That's what makes this case so dramatic. One parent looked irresponsible, the other looked opportunistic, and the child got stuck in the middle. Did the judge make the right call here, or should support still have gone up? Drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this. If you want, I'll turn these into a more viral YouTube narration style, with sharper hooks and stronger retention.
All rise for support court with Judge Vonda B. Judge, this is case number JVB 2005, Campos case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay. Is it Miss or Mrs. Campos?
Mrs.
Miss, okay. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I'm bringing my son to court to see if I can get some assistance for his son, my grandson, Julian. He's 6 years old. Juan and Julian's mom.
All right, guys, this one hits different from the start because it's not the child's mother asking for help, it's the grandmother. She's stepping in for her 6-year-old grandson after the family fell apart. The grandfather passed away, and the father allegedly kept taking support money without actually supporting the child. So now the court has to answer a brutal question. When a grandmother becomes the real parent, who should really be paying?
Were together up until about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Had a good life, beautiful home. They were set. Then one day he comes to me. I've never talked to her since she left him. She abandoned him. She abandoned the whole family, including the grandson. So he comes and he says, look, she's gone and whatever. Okay, I just need some help with Julian because she left him too. Well, of course I'm going to say yes, you know. At that time, it was just me and my husband. So Julian had me, and everything was fine. Well, last year, Grandpa passed away.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. And
Very quickly, the emotional stakes become clear. The grandmother explains that the child's mother walked away. The father never truly stepped up, and after her husband died, the entire financial burden got heavier. That matters legally because family court looks at who is actually providing day-to-day care. And right now, it sounds like the person carrying the child emotionally, physically, and financially is not the father, it's grandma.
I'm Ubering when Julian's at school, and his life hasn't changed at all. He's still literally in the house that he was in when they were a family. And he doesn't visit, like, Julian's like detached from him because it's been 3 years that he'll come around.
I do see
you
him.
know,
I do see him.
and
I'll get to you shortly.
and
Okay.
he
Sorry,
comes around, but I don't get any financial support. I don't see that his life has changed at all. And we had to move out of the house that me and my husband shared. And unfortunately, in this big city, the best place I could find is literally a 1-bedroom. So thank goodness Julian's small right now. He can sleep on the sofa without too much discomfort. I have the bedroom. And so when he comes over and visits, of course he can't stay because there's no place for him to stay. These are his.
This part is heartbreaking because it shows how child support cases are not always about money alone. The grandmother isn't just talking about bills. She's describing a 6-year-old boy slowly becoming detached from his own father. He barely visits, doesn't stay over, and sees him more like a random man who drops by once in a while. That emotional distance tells the court something powerful. The support problem here may be bigger than finances.
Comes over so rarely. What really ticked me off was a little bit back ago, he went and bought Julian some clothes. He also bought himself some clothes. But what my grandson had told me was that if he could have some shoes like Juan. And I said, what do you mean? He got you some new shoes? No, he said, we went to the mall, we got his clothes, his shoes, and then he stopped at Walmart on the way home and got Julian stuff. I guess because it's cheaper. I get it. I mean, for Julian, he's getting Walmart from me, he's getting Walmart from him.
But Julian was with him.
He was literally with him, and he took him, and I thought they were gonna, you know, maybe things had changed with him, whatever.
If I could please explain, Your Honor.
You can
Okay.
after your mother is done.
Okay, sorry, Mom.
And then since my husband's passing, I need to get medical insurance for him. You know, anytime, even to take him to the free clinic is not really free. I've still got to pay whatever the prescriptions are, and then the finance.
Now the story shifts from emotional neglect to financial unfairness. The grandmother explains that while she's paying out of pocket for clothes, medicine, and daily care, she later discovers the mother has apparently been paying child support all along. That's explosive, because if the father has been receiving money intended for the child while grandma has been raising that child, the court is no longer just sorting out support. It's uncovering a possible misuse of funds.
You know, I mean, so I went and tried to get him some medical coverage, food stamps. Well, they tell me no, because with the Medicaid, they needed his information. They said that he's under child support. The mother has been paying the state child support all these years.
Okay, wait. So she's been paying child support to him?
Apparently so. I haven't seen one dime.
Okay. All right. And so Julian is under Medicaid.
I couldn't get him under Medicaid
Oh,
because
you couldn't get him
I
under...
couldn't. That's how I found out about the child support. When I asked him about it on the visit that he made to buy the clothes, he said that no, he doesn't get it. He doesn't know where it's going to this and that. But I know Juan. There's that money. He knows what I'm talking about. You know, he knows he's getting it, but I'm not getting it.
Okay. So you just want one to pay child support, and you have the opportunity to get health insurance.
Well, according to them, yeah, health insurance, because I'm paying out of pocket these last 3 years, and I understood that they wouldn't even qualify him for Medicaid because according to...
2. Here's where the legal issue sharpens. The grandmother tried to get medical help and public assistance, but hit a wall because the child was already listed as covered somewhere else. In plain English, that means benefits were tied up under information she didn't have, even though she was the one actually caring for him. That is exactly the kind of thing judges hate, when the person doing the parenting is left in the dark while someone else controls the paperwork.
First name.
Okay.
Mr. Compost. Okay, so is it indeed a fact that you have been receiving child support from the mother of your son?
Yes, I have.
¿Ves?
Okay.
Te dije.
And you didn't tell your mom?
No, I didn't feel the need to.
Okay, wait a minute. Is it true that your son, your 6-year-old, has been living with your mom for 3 years?
Off and on, not totally all 3 years, off and on. I do.
What do you mean by off and on? Like on the weekend when you pick him up, or when you pick him up and go
I'm a promoter for a club, so I do need help, and I thought that was the agreement to go ahead and help me when I'm out of town, and I'm not, as she says, I do have the house, but I'm really there, and I do need help. He can't stay by himself in a house that big at 6 years old. I don't know. I know I couldn't, but.
Okay. Well, you'd agree with me that help means that you need to give her something, right?
And I do pay the health care, the $150. I do pay that.
Oh, wait a minute. So that's the missing link here. So you pay health insurance for your son already?
Yeah.
And now the father admits the part that changes the whole case. Yes, he has been receiving child support from the child's mother. That confession lands hard, because once he says that out loud, the judge immediately starts comparing two realities. He's collecting money, but grandma is raising the boy, taking him to school, feeding him, and paying the day-to-day costs. At that point, the courtroom starts asking the same thing you probably are. Where exactly has that money been going?
Yes, I pay the $150.
Why didn't you tell your mother that? Why haven't you given her a health insurance card? Why haven't you given her anything? That's not fair.
It's not, but I paid for it. I thought that was, all I needed to do from my side. I didn't realize I needed to tell my mom everything.
What do you? It's not serving Julian.
Wait a minute, Mr. Compost. Who takes him to the doctor?
Well, I haven't recently.
Okay,
when she helps me out.
So it's fair to say that your mom probably does it, right?
Yes.
So wouldn't it logically follow that she needs an insurance card or the information?
Yes, and it's just that
So you're letting your mom take your son to the doctor, and they have to call you or something to verify his insurance. That just does not make any sense.
Your Honor, excuse me, they don't call him to verify. I didn't know this is this. Everything has come out of my pension or my Uber money, tips or whatever. I had no idea until I tried to file for these services that they said that Julian was getting child support. And I have told him, hey, I mean, I've got my son's phone number. I have told him, hey, this kid doesn't feel well, this is going on, that's going on. Even for physical, for him to play the t-ball.
This next section makes the father look even worse. He says he pays for health insurance, but never gave Grandma the card, the policy details, or any information she could actually use. So technically, the child may have coverage, but practically Grandma still had to pay out of pocket. And that's a major issue in court, because support isn't just about saying you provide something. It's about making sure that support actually reaches the child when it's needed.
Your son's medical needs, she's taking care of his daily needs. And you don't want to help her?
I do want to help her, and I thought she had all the help she needed. When Papa passed away, he left quite a bit of money for her, and I thought,
okay,
it would help.
You just said keywords. He left quite a bit of money for her.
Yes.
Not for your son.
Yes.
Not for you.
Yes, and she keeps talking about going to Uber and such, but that's a pretty nice ring on her finger she has there. I don't know how many tips are needed.
Your dad got me years ago. This is not something I bought in the last 3 years.
Why does that matter?
Because she says she does Uber and such. I mean, if it's really that low, wouldn't she?
Oh my God, Mr. Compose. No.
Okay,
You
sorry,
obviously came here to waste my time. What kind of club promoter are you?
Well, I'm sure you've seen me around, probably.
No, I haven't. You don't look familiar at all, but you're looking real unfamiliar right now. I can't even tell this is your mother right now.
This is my mother. I love her dearly.
Well, I can't tell. You're not paying your mother. You're not helping your mother. She helped you. But I don't believe that she intended to help you for life. I don't believe she intended.
Now the judge starts pulling the emotional mask off this case. Grandma is covering the child's medical needs in daily life, while the father seems more focused on what she inherited after her husband passed away. And that is a terrible look. In family court, one parent or caregiver having savings does not cancel the other parent's responsibility. The law does not say, Grandma can figure it out. It says parents still have to support their child.
A one-bedroom apartment, or we could come stay with him. I'd have my private room, Julian have his private room, and he would have his private room.
Yeah, so what's the deal with that? You're okay with your mother in this one bedroom. Why can't she stay in the big house?
Well,
inconvenience, he said. It would be very inconvenient.
How big is this house? How many bedrooms we're talking?
Maybe 800 square feet most, maybe 2-bedroom, half closet. It's not as big as she's saying. It's not as big as she's saying. It's
my apartment is 800 square feet.
You're describing a room in the house that's 800 square feet?
I may have my math wrong a little bit. It's not that big as she's saying. It's really not.
How big is this house? How many bedrooms?
It's in the nice houses in Plano. So you can imagine. It's not it's a nice house.
Okay.
Because him and Julian's mom both do this promoting thing.
Oh,
and
okay.
they can do it from everywhere.
Out.
So they're
I no longer see her.
She
I
left,
no longer see her.
But she was making good money like he makes. I don't know to the penny what he makes, but they were living very, very comfortably. And but he started this since Julian was born, the free babysitting. That a grandmother that
This moment is huge because the judge drills into the living situation. Grandma and the child are in a one-bedroom apartment, while the father has a large home and still wouldn't make room for them after the grandfather died. That's the kind of detail that hits both legally and emotionally, because even if the court can't order someone to be a better son, it absolutely notices when a parent has resources and still leaves a child and an elderly caregiver struggling.
How much money do you make a year?
$48,000.
Really?
Yes.
You make $48,000 a year and you live in this big house in Plano?
Well, then that's where all the money.
Club promoting?
That's where all the money goes to the house to make sure it's, I have so many members in the house.
Plus the child support. They didn't give me the amount because I'm not on the case, right? But who knows how much she's paying.
How much do you receive in child support? Because if she makes that kind of money.
Just $1,000, and that's in that
just
40.
$1,000?
You know how much that would have helped?
Everybody does not receive just $1,000.
Yeah.
Everybody don't receive that.
Well, and that's why I paid for the 150.
You came here to waste my time. What is it? What is the amount? So you pay yourself $48,000. You pay yourself that, right?
No, it's from from jobs that I try and.
How much is your rent, Mr. Compost, or do you pay a mortgage?
No, rent a month is about.
Now the numbers start coming out, and the father's story gets shaky fast. He claims to make $48,000 a year, says he receives about $1,000 in child support, and tries to present himself like he's barely getting by. But the judge is clearly not buying the foggy answers about the house, the rent, or the finances. This is where courtroom experience matters. When details keep shifting, judges start trusting the pattern more than the excuses.
Work on me, okay? I was not born yesterday.
Okay.
All right? So let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to have the child support that you received, that $1,000, we're going to send it over to your mom.
Your Honor, if there's any way we can.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not finished. And I know you want to hear this.
Okay,
That's just mom's portion. You're going to pay too. So mom is going to be getting what? About, let's see, you said 40. Now I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it at that $48,000, all right?
Okay.
And you said $150 in health insurance. Your gross comes out to $3,900. That brings your net to $3,280.28. And how many children do you have?
Just the one.
Just how many?
Just the one.
Just the one child?
Yes,
Okay.
just Julian.
All right. All right. So 20% of that brings your child support to $656. And that's giving you credit for the health insurance. So you have to continue paying that health insurance of $150. Child support to grandma is going to be $656, as well as the reallocation of the $1,000 that you received from mom going to grandmother. So grandmother.
Here comes the payoff. The judge makes a smart, direct ruling. The $1,000 child support payment the father has been receiving will now be redirected to grandma because she is the one actually raising the child. Then she adds a new support amount based on his income, bringing grandma's monthly total to $1,656 while keeping the health insurance obligation in place. Legally, this is the court recognizing the real caregiver and making the money follow the child.
And I would have put 2 and 2 together and figured there's some child support following that too. But I just didn't think that he would sink that low. But I again didn't think he'd be taking Julian to Walmart after he goes mall shopping either.
Yeah, and what's that about real quick?
Well,
real quick.
he's 6 years old. If I get him some 11s, he's gonna mess him up in a day or so.
Okay, I
you know?
said real quick. That was too long. That doesn't even make sense what you just said.
Okay.
You can wear 11s, but your son can't. Shame on you. Do better, Mr. Compost.
Yes,
You know,
Your
I
Honor.
just
Do better.
noticed, I asked him for a confirmation necklace because Julian is fixing to make his first Holy Communion. And he's got that big, huge thing. I bet you it's not even fake, that necklace. And he said, oh, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't afford it. I can't, you know. And I knew that his mortgage was not $500 because I thought, well, then I should move to Plano to the big houses because apparently they're giving them away over there. But with that money that you're saying that we're eligible for, we wouldn't have had to lived our whole lives in that we raised you in. Had you just done that, I could still be in that home that I cherished so much. And you knew that I loved that home.
Well, if you manage your money right, then maybe you still would have the home.
Mr. Compost, shame on you.
I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. And I need this for my promoting this.
And
just
I
for her
need
to
you to
mention.
do better. How about that?
Yes, Your
That's
Honor.
what I need you to do.
Yes,
I need
Your
you to
Honor.
do right by your mother. I'm not here to counsel you or anything like that, but to hear that she had to sell the family home, but that's kind of heartbreaking. That is. You can only imagine the memories that are gone, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I need you to do better. And until then, I need you to keep working so your mom can get this $656, okay?
And that's what makes this case so powerful. It wasn't just about unpaid bills. It was about a grandmother quietly carrying a whole child's life while the father collected support, hid insurance details, and let her sink deeper after losing her husband. In the end, the judge forced the truth into the open and made the money go where it should have been going all along. Did this ruling feel fair to you, or should the judge have gone even harder? If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Support Court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1016, Mercy case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Okay, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
Miss Mercy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
All right, guys, this case starts with a mother of twins walking into court saying she's been carrying everything alone for 2 years while the father does next to nothing. And from the jump, you can already tell this won't just be about money. It's also about lifestyle, image, and whether social media flexing can actually come back to haunt you in family court.
Yes, so my baby daddy is just not doing his part, taking care of our twins. It's been 2 years, and it's just getting really hard doing it by myself and trying to maintain my career and everything as well.
You said twins. Are these boys, girls?
A boy and a girl, Rolls and Royce.
Okay, like the car?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the boy's name?
He's Rolls.
Rolls, okay. Let's make sure I get it. And Royce is the girl? Mm-hmm. Okay. Royce is actually a cute name for a girl.
I like it.
Never thought about that.
When I looked at her, she just looked like a Royce to me.
Okay, all right.
The judge starts by getting the basics locked in. 2 children, a boy and a girl, both only 2 years old, and a father who's allegedly absent both financially and emotionally. That matters because in child support court, the first step is always establishing who the children are, how old they are, and whether one parent has been left carrying the burden alone. Right now, the mother is painting a picture of exactly that.
The backstory, like how did the two of you get together?
Yeah, so I was actually at an after party for a concert, and he was a performing artist, and you know, a couple drinks, and you know, I became more social and decided to go express my flirtations on him, and then you know, one thing led to the next.
Okay, keep going.
Got
Lead
2
with that.
beautiful kids. He's a rapper, a local rapper though, so he's still building his career. He also does like some hustling on the side as well, so
Okay.
I want a piece of that as well.
Hustling, like they could be anything. Does he cut hair?
Well, I Googled a few things of like kind of what he does. So he goes to the grocery store and purchases like a lot of the same type of items. Typically like there's a lot of baking soda involved.
Okay.
And
So he's a baker.
Now we get the backstory, and it sounds like a relationship built fast and broken even faster. She met him at an after party. He was a local rapper trying to build his name, and somewhere in the middle of that came twins. But what really grabs the judge's attention is when the mother starts describing his side hustle. Because now this isn't just about whether he pays, it's about whether he may be hiding how much he actually makes.
I would say so, yeah, he bakes.
Okay.
He's pretty popular around the community too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's active in the community. All right, all right.
Yeah.
Is this
his
a
pastries
nonprofit?
are like off the shelf. He's always selling out of his pastries. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Continue.
Yeah. So he's disrespectful, first of all, because I saw him a couple weeks ago with another chick up the block, and he's not even taking care of his kids, but he has time to wine and dine her and all of this. And all I'm asking is that he just does his part for Rolls and Royce.
All right. Does he have any other children outside of Rolls and Royce?
He does.
Okay, how many other children?
I found out about them after the fact, but he does.
Okay, and how old are Rolls and Royce? I don't think I asked you that.
They're 2 years old.
2, all right.
This is where the case picks up emotional heat. The mother says he has time to wine and dine another woman, but somehow not enough time or money for his own children. Then we learn he has 3 other kids outside of these twins. That detail matters legally because the number of children a parent supports can affect how support is calculated. But emotionally, it also raises a harder question. How thin has he really spread his responsibility?
A couple weeks ago when he was with old girl.
Okay. Did you have him served at that time? Because I do see a return here where he was served.
He was served a week prior to that.
Okay, all right. Did you all discuss anything about whether or not he was coming to court? I mean, not that you had to, but
I mean, when I saw them, I tried to approach them, but it didn't, we didn't really get to discuss much about the court case.
When you approached them, what did they look like?
I mean, it wasn't anything bad. I just saw them out, so I walked up to them. I saw the girl sitting there, and she had a cute little bag, so I commented on her bag. And then she took it as a petty remark. So we got
Were you being petty?
The bag was cute. It was a Telfar bag.
What did you say?
Cute. I was like, oh, this little bag is cute.
Oh, you put little in there.
It was the little, they have 3 different sizes, so it was actually the little bag.
Oh, okay, because adding little in front of something could come off as petty.
But if she had the medium bag, I would have probably said, oh, this medium bag is cute.
Okay, continue with the story.
So yeah, she didn't like what I had to say, so we got into a heated argument. So needless to say, I didn't even really.
When the judge asks about their most recent encounter, the courtroom tone shifts from legal to personal. The mother describes approaching him and his new woman, complimenting the bag and triggering an argument before she could even discuss court. That moment may sound petty on the surface, but it reveals something deeper. Communication between these parents is completely broken, and when direct communication collapses, that's usually when the court has to step in and force structure.
Here, but I do know that he got the papers.
Okay. All right. So did you want me to look at that?
Yes.
What you did on the Google search?
Yes, please. I've already got it opened up to the page.
Thank you. Okay, it's a lot in here. And I appreciate you being prepared and you have it all tabbed and everything for me. Oh, okay. It's quite a bit in here. So, baking, we'll just say baking. How much do you think he makes on a monthly basis?
I would love to find out because I keep hearing different answers, and according to him, he's always broke. According to him, he doesn't break even. He's always owing money, and but I know that to be a lie because he's wine and dining this woman. So I would maybe suspect upwards.
In what amounts? Because all you provided me were things that you pulled off of Google. It's not necessary.
Here comes the evidence phase, and this is where a lot of support cases either strengthen or fall apart. The mother comes in prepared with Google research, tabs, screenshots, and social media posts. The judge appreciates the effort, but effort and proof are not the same thing. Family court needs something concrete, because once you start asking the court to base support on hidden income, assumptions alone are not enough.
Necessarily anything scholarly, not anything that is grounded in fact or even law. It's just things you pulled off Google, and I see there are some pictures from an Instagram page.
So I would assume about $20K weekly is what he brings in.
All right.
Just based on, all of the stunting on the gram.
Okay. So he's one of those. He's on social media. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, here's the thing. You said he makes about how much from his regular job?
$60K.
$60K. All right. So here's the thing. Yes, in some circumstances, you can order that people pay child support based on what you believe is what they're making. However, the issue here is that you're basing it on an assumption. Mm-hmm. And I can't make someone pay child support.
This is one of the most important legal moments in the case. The mother claims he may be making around $20,000 a week based on what he posts online, but the judge immediately slows that down. Why? Because captions, flexing, and Instagram stunting do not automatically equal verified income. That distinction is huge. In court, appearances can raise suspicion, but suspicion is not the same as evidence, and judges have to protect that line carefully.
Based on an assumption.
Even if his caption says, how much money he's got?
Well, and here's the thing about these captions, and that's why I said, is he one of those? Because people stunt and put certain things on social media. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is. Like he said here, just made 5 bands. Like, what is that? Is that a random one-time thing? Is that something that he's doing weekly? Like, you really can't tell just by looking at these posts. It just says it for that one caption. Does that make sense? Like, if you had something to show me that was more concrete on a consistent basis, maybe.
Even though they're date stamped? Because it's like, I mean, every 3 or 4 days he's making posts like that.
I see what you're saying. However, it's not very concrete to.
The judge breaks it down in the clearest possible way. One flashy caption saying, "I made 5 bands," doesn't prove recurring income. It could be one-time money, fake money, borrowed money, or just social media talk. And honestly, this is where a lot of people misunderstand family court. The judge may believe he's hiding something, but belief alone isn't enough to set a higher support amount. The law still needs numbers that can actually be tracked and calculated.
So, I mean, he was served to be here today, so he knows he was supposed to be here, so we can go ahead and place him on child support to ensure that you do start receiving some child support for the children.
Okay.
But the additional amount, we can't do that unless you come back and say, you know, he's making this much more, and you actually get something a little bit more concrete.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense? Health insurance, who carries the children on health insurance?
I do.
Okay, how much is your health insurance?
$150.
Is that for both children or just?
For both.
Are you included in that?
No.
Okay, $150, all right. And you said he has 5 children total.
Correct.
All right, so we're gonna base that off of 15%. Do you know if he has access to private health insurance?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, if he does, the reason I ask, because if he does.
Even though the father didn't show up, the mother still gets part of what she came for. The judge makes it clear that because he was properly served and failed to appear, the court can go forward and place him on child support. But when it comes to increasing that amount based on secret earnings, she'll need stronger proof if she ever wants the court to go above the known income. That's a win, but not the full win she wanted.
Then he can decide after he gets this paperwork today that he wants to come back to court and show the court proof of his actual income, proof of health insurance, and try to get it cheaper.
Yeah, he's not doing all that.
He might.
He didn't even bother to show up today.
Well, he didn't. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at an empty chair, but you'll be surprised. Some people do come back, especially when you start speaking about money. Okay? So, giving him credit for the other 3 children that he has, his child support would be based on 15% of his income. You understand what I mean?
Now the ruling starts taking shape. The judge factors in that the father has 5 children total, which reduces the percentage of income used for these twins. That's an important legal detail people often miss. Child support is not just based on one case in isolation. Existing support obligations matter too. So, while the mother clearly feels he should be paying more, the court still has to apply the formula based on what it can verify today.
Maybe what the dollar amount is.
Okay. Oh, I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to that. Okay. So, based on 15% of his gross income based on $60,000 a year is $5,000. His net is $4,120.17. 15% of that would be $618. Plus the $150 reimbursement brings it to $768 per month. And that's for both kids.
Okay.
Here comes the number based on a $60,000 annual income. The judge calculates support at $620 a month, then adds $150 for health insurance reimbursement, bringing the total to $768 per month. And you can see the mother's reaction right away, because emotionally, that amount probably feels small compared to the lifestyle she believes he's really living. But legally, the judge is giving her the highest order she can justify with the proof in front of her.
Find it out and you bring something in here, it's credible, it's something that I can actually quantify. Like if you bring in receipts of, when I say receipts, I'm talking about the things that you brought in already on Instagram, and it's showing something consistent, like I'm making $5,000 every 2 weeks. Well, we can quantify that, right?
Okay.
That's $10,000 a month. So you multiply that over a course of a year. You see what I'm saying? Something a little bit more concrete. So do you have any questions about anything?
No.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing further, then you're dismissed.
And that's what makes this case so frustrating and so real. The mother may be absolutely right that he's making far more than he admits. But in court, being right is not enough if you can't prove it. So for now, she gets a support order, health insurance reimbursement, and a clear roadmap for coming back stronger with better evidence. What do you think? Was this a fair ruling, or should social media flexing count for more in cases like this? If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Support Court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1066, Eugene case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. All right, Mr. Eugene, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Honestly, Your Honor, I don't even know why I'm here. She wants...
Hey guys, this one starts with a twist that instantly flips the whole courtroom. A mother comes in asking for more child support, but the father says their 10-year-old son has actually been living with them for the last 3 years. So before anybody can even talk about raising payments, the judge has to figure out something much bigger first. Why is the parent without primary custody still
an increase in child support, and I've been keeping our son for the past 3 years.
All right, so that's why you're here.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, Your Honor.
You've been keeping your son for the past 3 years. Are you paying child support, or are you paying child support?
I'm paying child support.
Okay, so that's why you're here. You're trying to get off child support.
Yes, she wants an increase.
He lived with you. Okay, I'll ask her to make sense of that for me. But for now, how old is your son?
10.
10 years old, lives with you. You take care of his expenses and everything like that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Health insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
You mind if I move over to her really quick? Because I need to make sense of why she filed this in court asking for an increase.
Well, I mean, I do buy things for my son, and it's expensive. And
all right, so does other parents. They buy things for their children,
Yes.
and it is expensive.
yes.
So why are you here?
Well, I have a business to run, and I need his help in order to buy these things for our son.
Wait a minute.
all. Clip 2. The judge wastes no time getting to the legal core of the case. If the child has been living full-time with dad, then the original support order may no longer match reality. And that matters because child support is supposed to follow the child's actual living situation, not old paperwork. So when mom says she still wants more money, even though dad is raising the
years he's been living with him.
Yes.
So you want an increase in child support
Yes.
to do what exactly?
To help my son, to buy things for my son.
Right. You work, right?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I have my own business. I'm a caterer.
Caterer. How much are you making in your catering business?
About 400,000.
400 what? You came here to waste my time.
I make $40,000 a year, Your Honor.
You came here to get an increase in child support so that you can pay for your catering business.
No.
So why are you?
For my son, of course.
Right, but you're maybe you're missing it. It's going like this,
Well, he
going
wants
over
to
your
stop
head.
paying the child support, and I don't think that he should stop paying. I think he
He
should pay
should
more.
stop paying if the child has been living with him for the past 3 years. Under your
Child
original
support.
court order, Mr. Eugene, give me a second. Under your original court order, you were the person that the child was living with,
Yes.
not him.
Yes.
So that means you voluntarily relinquished conservatorship over to dad.
Yes.
Right. So dad should be the person receiving child support from you.
From me.
That's what I said.
You can already feel the judge wondering whether this case is about support or something else entirely. Clip 2. Now the contradiction becomes impossible to ignore. Mom admits the son has been with dad for 3 years, admits dad is the one providing daily care, and still says support should keep going to her. Legally, that is a huge problem. Once a parent voluntarily gives up primary custody, the financial logic usually flips.
Doesn't sound right to you?
No, ma'am.
Why doesn't that sound right? Because you're the mom.
Yes. And I have to buy things for my son, and I can't do it alone.
He buys things for your son.
Well, I need to do that too.
You make $400,000 a year, ma'am.
Well, I have employees and things to pay. I mean, you know.
Okay.
I don't think that he should stop paying the child support.
What do you think he should do?
Pay me more.
Pay you more?
Yes.
While your son lives with him?
Well, I still see my son.
Okay, yeah, but?
Like maybe once a month, you know, maybe.
Oh, I see him more. No.
Maybe once a month.
I see him more often.
What's more often than that?
Well, once a week, maybe. I mean, when I have my business all day, and then I do extra catering in the evenings, and so I'm just really busy.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm not, then I do go visit with my son. Not once a month.
Once a month?
No.
Maybe.
How many other children do you have that are under the age of 18?
I don't have any other children.
Okay. Keep talking, I'm listening. I'm just taking down some notes.
I've said my piece. I wanted an increase in the child support.
Who pays health insurance?
I do.
How much is it?
$200.
Is that for your son only, or that includes you?
At this point, the judge is not just hearing a weak argument. She's hearing a request that runs directly against the facts coming out in court. Clip 2, and then the emotional layer starts peeling back. Mom keeps saying, I still buy things for my son, but the judge isn't buying that as a reason to keep collecting support, because every parent buys things for their child sometimes. That alone does not make you the custodial parent. Add in the fact that mom says she earns strong money from her business, only sees the child occasionally and still wants an increase, and suddenly this stops sounding like need and starts sounding like entitlement.
She may be a little upset. I'm dating her sister.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably should have left with that, child. But
you probably should have.
yeah, I think it's some resentment going on.
You think?
Maybe. Could be, I guess.
There are plenty of women in the world. You didn't have to go for my sister.
I mean, that is kind of outside the scope of why we're here, but she does raise a good point.
I mean,
you see why she's upset.
I'm a music teacher. Like, she plays the clarinet.
Oh, okay.
Really well.
So y'all been hitting notes together?
Yeah, exactly. You
know, okay.
How long have y'all been hitting notes together? That's the question.
That's
yeah,
not
a
to be
long
discussed
time.
today, okay?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
40,000,
You brought it up.
400,000, okay?
You brought it up.
Well, I mean.
Well, nobody would be paying child support because we'd still be together if you weren't with my sister.
Okay, look. You know what it is, okay? You know what it is. And
I think everybody in here knows what it is.
So that's all I'm saying.
Here comes the real spark behind the case. Dad is dating mom's sister. And just like that, the courtroom shifts from a support dispute to a family betrayal story. Legally, the judge can't decide child support based on heartbreak or revenge. But emotionally, this explains a lot. You can hear the resentment, the humiliation, and the deeper wound underneath the filing. So now the big question becomes, is this really about the child? Or is child support being used as a weapon in a much uglier family fight?
It didn't work out, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. Eugene, I understand why she a little sour though.
Some things just
her
happen.
sister?
Things just happen.
Y'all just didn't happen.
You wasn't there.
Mr. Eugene, excuse me, ma'am, I do understand her frustration. Mr. Eugene, y'all just did not, by coincidence, fall on those notes, okay? That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Music did not lead you two together. That is wrong.
It did. It was kind of like fate. I teach music. She plays the clarinet.
Okay.
You wasn't there.
I was working.
Okay.
trying to give us a nice life.
Okay. Well, why am I supporting the child for 3 years?
Because I had the child in the first place. You're the one that took him and then...
You know, I'm going to go ahead and make my ruling because I see this is a little...
This is the moment the judge decides she has heard enough. The back and forth about the sister, the sarcasm, the clarinet jokes, all of it confirms that this conflict is far deeper than finances. And when judges sense that personal drama is hijacking a support case, they pull the focus back to the law. The real issue is simple. Where has the child been living? Who has been paying for him? And what order actually reflects that reality now?
No, it is deep.
Yeah.
It is definitely
wrong.
deep. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to stop Dad's child support, okay? His child support should stop. You voluntarily relinquish the child to him, okay? So that means the rights that you had in terms of the child living with you primarily, you gave that up 3 years ago. So it's only fair that Dad stop paying child support. I'm going to deny your request for an increase, okay? Dad did make a request to put you on child support. So you will start paying child support today. With your income, you're capped, right? In Texas, we have a cap.
While he's over there with my sister.
Pretty much, yes.
And our son. Our son.
Okay, Mr. Eugene.
stop.
Mr. Eugene, that's not cute. Stop that. You do not have to take the knife and turn it. It's already
am his
bad enough,
mother,
okay? Don't
not
do
her.
that.
Then
Don't
be
do
there.
that.
I'm trying to be there.
Okay, as I was saying, he made the request for you to pay child support. In Texas, you're capped at $9,200 for your net resources. So your monthly child support obligation giving you credit for the one, well, not credit, you have one child. So it's based on 20% of your income. That is going to bring your child support obligation to $1,840. Now, he also testified that he pays health insurance for your son. If you can get private health insurance, you do not have to reimburse him. But until that happens, you're going to be reimbursing him that $200 that brings.
Now comes the legal hammer. The judge stops Dad's child support immediately because Mom voluntarily relinquished primary custody 3 years ago. Then she denies the request for an increase and flips the obligation onto Mom. Based on her income, she's now ordered to pay $1,840 a month plus $200 in health insurance reimbursement until she provides private coverage herself, bringing the total to $2,040 per month. That is a complete reversal, and it shows exactly how fast things change when the facts do not match the old order.
Your monthly obligation to $2,040 a month.
That's more than he was paying me.
He makes $40,000 a year, and as you can see, he likes music, okay? So
He likes people who play music.
right, he likes all of that.
Just one.
So we're
Just
just
her.
going to
Okay.
move forward, and then that's what your child support amount is going to be to him, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, do you have any other questions, sir?
No, thank you, Your Honor, for serving justice today.
You're very welcome. Although I must say, I can't believe you did that.
I'm sorry.
You smile like he's proud of it.
I'm not proud. She plays the clarinet.
And that's what makes this case unforgettable. Mom walked in hoping for more money, but because the child had been living with Dad for years, the court turned the whole case around and made her the paying parent instead. The sister relationship made the drama louder, but the ruling came down to one thing. Custody reality beats emotional chaos every time. What would you have done if you were in her shoes? And did this moment change how you see the father too? If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.